guys, and welcome back to my channel. So I'm back again with another video. Happy President's Day to all you beautiful people out there, and happy Monday as well. We know that it's the beginning of the week, and when you go to work, it gets really rough. So I'm going to pray for you guys, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day as long as it's a wonderful week, and I hope you guys are enjoying it as much as possible, just to be alive, just to be able to witness life, and just to be here and enjoying it for the most part. But I wanted to come on here and I wanted to talk to you guys. Now, I might have made a video similar to this in the past, but I'm going to remake it and refreshing if I have. I'm sorry if I haven't went through any of my old videos to actually tell, but I figured that it was definitely one of my notes, and it's definitely things that I wanted to touch upon in case someone who's a young soul like myself is experiencing or also going through these significant changes in our life that are necessary. Now, I'm sure you guys, if you guys have been watching my channel for a while or you're new to my channel, I definitely am a high believer of energy. I am an empath, and I take that very seriously when it comes to energies and being a part of a circle, a tribe of people who have those same energies. So over the years of my existence, I choose to have a smaller circle of friendships purposely, for a reason. Now, I'm going to just start off by saying some of the things that I did in the past were not the best decisions when it came to friendships. And what I mean by that is I circled myself around groups of people just to blend in. I circled myself around groups of people to fit in, and it was never something that I attempted to do only because of what I was around and who I was around. I was feeding that energy that was unwanted, unnecessary, and it just wasn't my thing. And so as I got older with age and maturity, I've learned to handle it in a different way. And that was to immediately remove myself from unwanted energy, unwanted people who brought that unnecessary energy upon me. Now, the way I would say that I went about it in the past was I was one of those individuals who would just stop talking to you with no warning, with no sign, with no reasoning at all. I was just one of those people that removed myself from people for no reason. And as I've mentioned in one of my past videos, I had tons of friends, you guys. I'm talking about 15 to 20 female friends. I had a lot of friends. And over the years, like I said, some of us grew apart, some of us entwined together, and some of us I just choose not to associate with or talk with, and etc. Now, for the people that I have removed myself from, I could have went about it a different way. I could have just talked to them and told them, like, look, listen, this friendship between you and I isn't going to work out between A and B. But some of those people, I did not do that to. But the ones that I did consider very, very close friends of mine, I did talk to, and a lot of them did not like what I had to say. A lot of them ended up hating me in the end, and a lot of people just didn't want to do like anything to do with me. They were upset about it, and especially when it comes to religion. There's not too many people out there who are fans of religion people. It's no secret. A lot of people don't believe in God. A lot of people don't want to be around people who believe in God. A lot of people have their opinions and assumptions. And as upsetting and disturbing as it is the world we live in. All we can do as people and followers of Jesus is to respect their opinion and just keep it moving. We all are entitled to our opinions. We live in a world where we have that option to be entitled to our opinions, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. You do have judgmental people out there in the world who are religious and who are non-religious. It's just our duty as true followers of Jesus not to, just not to be a part of that equation. If we're going to respect from change, it starts with us, and it starts with our circle of people and who we like to call friends. Now, it definitely made me talk about this, just due to the fact that there have been a certain drift in my life over the years, which changed me to not have as many friends. And a lot of people will ask me when I talk to certain people, and I feel comfortable to share that with them. A lot of them will ask me why. Why don't you have a lot of friends, or why don't you have people that you like to lean on? As a Christian and as a true follower of Jesus, we live in a world where it's easy for us to fall into bad habits. And sometimes we can fall into those bad habits by who we surround ourselves around, who we call friends, who we hang out with, who we socialize with, that can lead us back into a wrong path and spiral. Now, even though we are our own people and we are responsible for our well-beings, and we're old enough to know who we should follow and who we should not follow, it's also important to surround yourself with people who have the same values, because you can have a team, but that doesn't necessarily mean that that team is for you or you are for that team. Sometimes it's just better for people to just drift apart. Sometimes it's just better for them to go their way. Sometimes it's better for you to go your way. You know, you can have a team with you and you can call them your team, but are they really your team? Are they really for you? Are they really here to make you a better person, or are they here to drown you? And we're not perfect. We are not perfect. I can't say this enough. We are human beings who will experience things in our life. We will try things in our life that isn't for us. And sometimes it means being around the wrong tribe of people. Your vibe attracts your tribe. So you want to be around a positive circle of people if you're positive. And if you're into other stuff, follow the people that are also into that other stuff. But that's what caused me to drift and change over the years. Even to this day, I have a lot of people I follow on social media who aren't the positive people, who aren't the people that I want to circle myself around. They're not going to make me better. They're not going to help, rise me up when I need to be risen. We want to be able to have a circle of people where we lean on and we can support one another in a more positive way. What made me want to talk about this definitely is because in our church yesterday, we talked about life groups. And what life groups is, it's just things that happens in groups and circles that doesn't happen in rows. You can sit next to someone and not know their story. So it's always better to just be around a group of people who will support you and you also support them. So it made me just want to talk about this because I have a life group, particularly art group, that I'm going to be going back to tonight. And I'm so excited about it. I've pushed myself far away because I was going through my own stride with the whole house thing and everything like that. And, it kind of was a woke-up call to me because these people are amazing. Especially what I've been through in my life that still haunts me because I follow them on social media is the lack of disapproval that I've had of people for years who weren't religious, who kind of wanted me to push away from it, who made fun of it. It just wasn't something I wanted to be around. So just the fact that I have this life group of supportive individuals, I like to call them my family because that's what they are to me. They're like my family, where we can lean on each other, we can support one another. And sometimes, no matter how strong we may be, we need someone to lean on. We might not admit it, but we need someone who will listen. We need someone who will understand. We need someone who is just like us, where we can relate to, where we can talk to, and we need that. Some people may feel like they don't need it, but I feel like there's always a sacred place in some of us that somewhere down the line we need something to lean on. We need someone to lean on. We need to lean on each other if necessary. So I believe it's very important to circle yourself around well-being of people because there are people who may not be for you even though they pretend like they are. So it's very important to keep that mindset and just focus on the prize in a more positive way. I'm going to read a verse in 1 Corinthians 15:33, something that Paul had mentioned. And it kind of woke me up and opened my eyes to be like, you know what? This is what I need in my life. I'm sorry, I keep looking in the corner of my eyes. I keep thinking I see something, but it's nothing here. Okay. So let me try to see if I can find it. Okay, it says, 1 Corinthians 15:33, it says, "Do not be deceived. Evil company corrupts good habits." So pretty much what that means is that you can be around a group of people who aren't for you. And sometimes as human beings, it's easy for us to corrupt those bad habits. So we want to know exactly who's here for us and who are we there for them, or who we are for them, because sometimes it's important to have them type of circle of people. No matter how tough and no matter how strong you may be, you want to circle yourself around well-being people. And so the question to answer of why I don't have a big lump sum circle of people is because with age and maturity, the older I get, I want to be around positive, loving people. And I want to be able to feel that energy being around positive, loving people. Like I said, the gift that I have of being an empath it comes with, some struggles, and it comes with pride, because sometimes, you can be the most fuller person in the world to say that you're this different person, and if I sense your energy otherwise, sometimes 9 times out of 10 you don't end up being the person for me. Not saying that you're not the person for someone else, but you're not the person for me. And just because I can sense that energy and I can feel that vibe, it's kind of one of them things that it's easy for me to point out who I want in my circle and who I don't want in my circle. So that's the gift of being an empath. The sucky part about being an empath is that you get unwanted energies that you don't want to involve yourself with, which you don't want to be around, but you get that energy because that's just what comes to you. And I'm not interested in feeding negative energy. I'm not interested in being around unwanted energy or unwanted people. And sometimes it's just good to separate yourself from those group of people, because sometimes they're not really there for you. They're there, but they're not really on your team. Even when you call them a team, they're behind your back calling it something totally different. So you want to be around people who, if you're not about drama, don't circle yourself around drama. If you're not about negativity, don't circle yourself with negativity. There's nothing wrong with letting that person know what's going on, why you're feeling this way, and what's best for you. Because at the end of the day, it's going to be your life, your decision. And sometimes with the choices that you make of who you can be around can definitely end up having you in a tough situation in the end. So it's always best to involve yourself with good company, good people, people who make you laugh, people who make your heart smile, and just that positive vibe. Remember, your vibe attracts your tribe. So what tribe are you going to be a part of? Anyway, guys, I'm going to end this video. Thank you guys for listening to me rant, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Much peace and love to you all. Bye, guys.